Hey, what is going on, guys? Nick here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm not going to really bring any crazy video ideas today for you guys, but I did want to bring a video regarding bid cap with Facebook, and it's basically telling Facebook, hey, I do not want to spend more than $3 per conversion, whether it's a link view or a landing page view, a add to cart, a purchase, or a lead. And for instance, in my case, which I'm gonna show you guys in this video, and it's basically telling Facebook, hey, X amount of money. So let's say, for instance, if you have $1,000 product and you've been selling it at about on average of $60–70 of ad spend, and you want to kind of start scaling that campaign. As soon as you pump a whole bunch of money into that daily budget, Facebook's going to start spending a lot more of it to get a conversion, and you don't want that. So that's why you can try to keep it at that level. And I'm gonna explain all that in a second. So this is a digital guide I have that downloadable that I'm using for my digital agency to get some leads in, specifically for some campaign audits, and also to get people on some consulting sessions and buy a consulting session with me. So what I am doing to start this campaign, I came there and I targeted some business owners, people who would likely be business owners, specifically sent this guide out to them, and I started off about $20 a day with about $2.95 per lead, and then I started just testing various parts of the ad campaign, create a lookalike audience, tested specific placements, and then all the way down to where I was getting an average cost per result of about $2.75. This right here is kind of messing it up, and then I was able to tell Facebook, hey, I don't want to spend more than $3 for someone to download this thing, and I will not pay you more than $3. So Facebook is only finding me conversions below $3 and allowed me to, pump this budget up to about $100 a day. Now, if you were to come there and just use automatic still without a bid cap, and you put this $100 a day on days that Facebook can't find conversions below $3, it might be spending, maybe $50 for one conversion. I don't want to spend that much money. I want to try to keep this lean and be able to scale it on the days that it can get me. So for instance, I turned the campaign back on about a day ago, and just in the past 24 hours, in the past actually 10 hours, because it starts off at 12 a.m. It's 10:57 a.m. In the past 10-12 hours, or 10-11 hours, it's got me 21 leads at $1.27 per lead, still using that same bid cap. So bid caps can be very useful if you are trying to scale a campaign and you don't want Facebook to spend a lot of money per conversion. So say for instance, if I was spending $100 a day, couldn't find me a campaign for about $3 a pop, or couldn't find me a cost per conversion at $3 or under, it might spend $40 and $50 or even more. And I know there's a big issue that a lot of people run into with running Facebook ads and trying to scale it at higher budgets, because a lot of people just kind of duplicate one of these and push it up to $40 a day, or might just start changing the daily budget to 20, 40, 80, and that can be very messy. We're trying to scale a Facebook campaign. So I'm going to try to make this video as simple as possible to understand. I'm going to articulate it in a way that's easy to understand, and you can follow step by step. So first off, you need to make sure you've tested the campaign. I recommend $300 to $600 testing the campaign before scaling it. Now, again, this is a campaign for the whole country of the United States. If you're trying to test and scale a campaign in an audience that's maybe 80 to 100,000, this is an audience of about 3.4 million to a million, somewhere around that range, to be honest. I think it was 3.4 million originally, and then once I created a lookalike audience, it came down to about a million. It's really hard to scale a campaign at low cost per result when we're targeting a super small area. So you might just have to stick to a daily budget or a really high conversion on average. I'm going to show you that in a second. But testing, this is my kind of cycle of what I go through. I spend about $100 testing my different audiences, then I spend another $100 testing different offers, and then I spend another $100 testing the creatives. So that way, at the end of it, after about $300 to spend, I've locked down on one audience, one offer, and one creative. Now it's ready to scale. Then I'll come there, and the first type of thing I'm going to test is placement. So this is all with automatic placements. And if you don't know what that means, that's basically when you create a campaign and of where you want to place it at. It's like the Instagram feed, the Facebook news feed, mobile, desktop, and right here on this campaign, the one that I'm actually hitting at $3 of a bid cap, it's at mobile and just on Facebook feeds. But originally it was on all of these. And what you can do is then when you're in the first initial stage of scaling a campaign is after you got this campaign locked down with automatic placements, you can come right here, make sure come right here to performance and breakdown, and then you can go to placement, and then you also can do device, but I'm just gonna do placement, and you can actually see specifically of where Facebook is spending your money at and where you're getting your leads. So I kind of, for this campaign, I kind of did the wrong thing, and I just started to scale it, or just started to spend the money immediately on Instagram and Facebook, which ain't bad idea, but I don't recommend it at all, because you never want to assume. I kind of did some assumption with this, and that's a bad mindset. You want to make sure you go into Facebook ads and anything business with a very neutral mindset, and the thing of assumption is not good. So, but as you can see right here, this was one of the audiences I did, which is Instagram and Facebook. And after running it and getting, what was that, like 30 something leads, 32 leads right here. This is one of the initial earlier campaigns. I was getting leads about on average at 235, but I looked in here and I could see Facebook newsfeed. I got 22 leads out of those 32 from Facebook newsfeed at $1.49 a pop. Where Instagram, I was getting them at 10. I got 10 leads at $3.67 a pop. So, and if you're looking at these two campaigns, you know, and especially if you launch it on the desktop, on all the Untitled network, and you look overall at all of these, and you can see how much leads and where they're coming from, what's the average cost. That's where you would come there, and you could create a separate campaign. So that's why I saw right here, Facebook newsfeed 22 at $1.49. Then I created another audience where I just basically duplicated this ad set and set the placements to Facebook feed right here. And then I got 31 leads. Let's see if I'm looking at that correctly. 31 leads, about $3.45 a pop on average. Let's see, something doesn't look right. But this is just kind of ways I looked up. Yeah, look right here. So 31 leads, and as you can see, I just did Facebook feed, desktop and mobile, and it fed all my ad spend to the mobile. And I was getting 31. I got 31 leads at $3.34 a pop. I spent about $103 on that. So then from there, I came there, and also I created a lookalike audience. And when I created that lookalike audience targeting just Facebook newsfeed, and I actually did mobile and desktop again. I created, I targeted lookalike audience, newsfeed, mobile, and then I came there. I got 41 leads on average of $1.94 pop. Now that was just because I created the lookalike audience after I got my first 100 leads. And then I came there, and I did just a few testing of the other things, with the placements and stuff, just to ensure I was spending my money correctly. And then I went all the way up to creating a lookalike audience. I did a bid cap of $2 once because I saw I had some leads at about $1.75 a pop, but it wasn't really working at $2. So I came there and I went all the way up to $3. This manual bid right here, this is where you do like, there's two types of manual bids. There's average and then bid cap. So I did the bid cap, and then that's when I was able to scale to this campaign right here, where I got 56 leads with cost per result on average $227, with a bid cap of $3. So that probably confused a lot of you guys, but basically, in a sense, you want to come there. So once you start seeing some averages of results, you want to basically just duplicate a campaign. So let's go all the way back right here to where I was just running this business owner. Look like audience 2758. 27 to 58 years old. You simply want to duplicate the campaign that you're running right now. Well, ad set, not campaign. This is all ad sets. And I'm sorry if my camera lags or the audio. Definitely need to get a new computer for videos like this. So you can leave the daily budget around the same, and then you can scroll down. It was just the Facebook newsfeed. So make sure you change all your audiences correctly. And then you want to go right here where it says conversion, or like for optimization of what you're optimizing for, set a bid cap. And you want to make sure it's lowest cost, not target cost, because the target cost is one I was running right here for this manual bid, and it was just averaging around a certain one. But you can set a bid cap right here to whatever you want. So if you've been getting leads at like 275, 225, like I've been getting, you could try $3. And if that's not working, you might have to duplicate the ad set again and set up a bid cap for higher. So if you're not getting results for the target cost you're going for, or for the bid cap you're going for, you might have to duplicate that bid cap again, and you're gonna have to raise that cost per a little bit more, specifically, so that way you're coming there, because sometimes this $3 might not work. I mean, obviously for me it's been working because it's allowing enough money for this specific campaign to get those results. So when you set up your first bid cap, you want to do kind of the average that you've been getting, maybe just a little bit above it. So say for instance, if you've been getting $35, you know, every $35, if you have a Shopify store selling e-commerce products, you're selling one specific product, and on average you get $35 for every $35 on Facebook you spend, you get a sale. You might want to put that up to about $40, maybe $36, but you want to have a little bit of play, just slightly higher. So round up maybe a little bit. So let's say $40, and then you could set up, you know, you can raise that daily budget, you know, maybe $300-400. I know that's a lot more than you normally spend, but Facebook won't get you a purchase over $40, so that way you can lock that down. But the key thing is you need to make sure you already have some sales, you know, maybe $100, maybe 100 actions for whatever you're trying to go for, and then you can raise that daily budget substantially higher. I don't spend $100 every day, because Facebook can't find me leads for under $3 every day. You know, this campaign, I've only been running this one right here for, I think I ran it for 2 days, then I paused it because I kind of hit the budget I was going for, and then Facebook just charged my card, and now I'm spending my next budget for this month with a lookalike audience at a bid cap, $3, and I'm kind of scaling this campaign specifically right here, and I know my numbers. Basically every 100 leads I get in, about 33% of those leads will come there and hop on a campaign audit with me, and then 10% of those people will buy a coaching session, or come in with that's about 3 people. 3 people will purchase a $297 coaching session with me, or they'll come there and sign on as a client for my digital agency. So I know that as long as I get one sale for the $300 I might spend, I'm making my money back in ad spend right there, and I'm covering the initial costs, and I can still remarket to all those people, all those leads with remarketing and retargeting. So guys, I know this video is kind of like a lot, like kind of going back and forth, but I hope this is able to bring some type of value to you, and kind of allowing you to kind of maybe get, just even if it doesn't really bring much value to you, if you can just kind of look at it and see different point of view from someone who runs these campaigns for other businesses and stuff, of different ways to run your Facebook ads, and not just being so single focused, because I know so many people that just set up a campaign, set up one audience, and then set up one offer, and then set up one ad creative, spend a whole bunch of money, get no results, and then say Facebook ads don't work for them. This is all the testing I went into this specific campaign, and it's definitely a lot of testing, a lot of different audiences, a lot of different messing around, duplicating ad sets and stuff. I spent more time on all of this than actually writing the ad copy, and I used a stock image. So it's not all about just getting the perfect copy image, but it's all part of one huge picture. So guys, thank you for watching. Have a good day.